Why can nonagenarians, people over 90 years old, still double their muscle strength? Today, we are diving deep into a subject that challenges every age limit we've ever been told. We're going to uncover a historic scientific study that completely rewrote how we view aging and the body's incredible ability to bounce back. If you are currently thinking that age is a barrier stopping you from getting stronger, get ready to change your mind right now. Muscle weakness is not a small issue. It's a real threat, especially for those who are frail. It's the primary cause, not just of increased risk for falls and fractures, but it leads to total functional dependence on others. It makes walking and performing daily activities unnecessarily difficult. Unfortunately, society often accepts muscle decay and loss of mobility as an inevitable part of getting older. And that mindset, that belief that I'm too old for high-intensity strength training, has become the biggest barrier of all. People assume lifting weights will be less effective or even dangerous as they age. But this is completely wrong. Ditch that outdated belief. The scientific evidence has been available for decades. Specifically, a 1990 study by Fiatarone and colleagues proved the opposite. This research dared to ask, can the bodies of the very frail, those at the edge of weakness, still regenerate their strength? The scientists focused on 10 volunteers residing in a nursing home with an average age of 90. Crucially, these were not healthy individuals. 8 out of 10 had a history of falls. 7 used canes or walkers to move around, and each participant averaged 4 to 5 diagnosed chronic conditions. In other words, by conventional standards, they were considered a high-risk group for exercise. Their training program was incredibly simple, yet high intensity. Duration, just 8 weeks of training 3 times a week. Focus, they concentrated on one single exercise, the seated knee extension, to strengthen the quadriceps, the muscle above your knee. Intensity secret, they trained at 80% of their maximum strength and progressively increased the load every single week. This is the progressive overload principle in action. And the results, ladies and gentlemen, made history. Strength gain? Quadriceps muscle strength skyrocketed by an average of 174% in those who completed the program. Real-world change? The single leg weight they could lift jumped from 7 kilos to a powerful 19 kilograms. Functional boost? Functional mobility dramatically improved. Walking speed increased by a whopping 48%. 2 participants no longer needed their walking aids, and one who couldn't stand up without using their hands could now do it unassisted. Most importantly, no serious injuries were reported. There were no cardiovascular events, and compliance was 98.8%. Only minor joint discomfort was noted, which is a normal, acceptable physiological response to training, not a danger sign. The point is clear. The potential for recovery and muscle development in older adults is not significantly different from young people. Many participants likely became stronger than they had been years prior. It also showed that getting stronger isn't just about bigger muscles. The ability to activate neurological motor units, muscle quality, improves, making you stronger even without huge size increases. This study reinforces the message, you are never too old to start strength training. However, there is a crucial warning. Just like in younger individuals, these functional gains were not maintained after stopping training for 2 to 4 weeks. This confirms that consistent, lifelong exercise is the prerequisite to maintaining these vital functions. So, what does the right program look like for you?
Ideal frequency. The American College of Sports Medicine recommends 2 to 4 times per week. However, even 1 hour of strength training per week has proven sufficient to improve walking speed and leg power. Intensity and reps. Aim for 1 to 3 sets of 8 to 15 repetitions. If you are lifting, choose a weight that is safe and controlled, but challenging enough to maintain good form. Speed of movement is key. Focus on traditional multi-joint exercises like squats or sit to stand, overhead press, and seated rows, because they better simulate daily living activities. And finally, focus on power, the ability to use force quickly, as this is strongly linked to functional performance in older adults. To train power, use a lighter weight and lift it as fast as you safely can. And please, practice your sit-to-stand every single day. Remember the single simple secret weapon from the study? The targeted quadriceps resistance. The big picture, it works because it focuses only on that one critical muscle group, the foundation of your mobility. Think of your quads as the foundation of your house. Reinforce the base and everything above it becomes stable and strong. The setup. Find a sturdy chair. Sit back comfortably, ensuring your back is supported. Grip the chair tightly to stabilize your body. Choose resistance. Option 1. Ankle weights. Use light weights, 2 to 5 pounds. Option 2. DIY. Use a sock filled with sand. Option 3. No weight. Focus on the pulse technique. The movement. Slowly fully extend your knee. As you do, strongly contract the quad muscle on the front of your thigh. The key is to establish a mind-muscle connection and press the back of your knee hard against the chair at the top. The action, if using weight, simply repeat. If using no weight, perform 5 small pulses at the top, contracting the muscle as hard as possible, then slowly lower. The immediate feedback? The working thigh should feel noticeably tighter, warmer, and harder than the resting leg. If you don't feel it, contract harder. From this incredible research, we take away 2 powerful lessons. First, the body's capacity for recovery has no age limit. Whether you are 60, 70, or 90, your muscles are ready to respond. And second, consistency is the ultimate key. If you stop training, those gains will start to fade within a few weeks. Keep moving to maintain your functional independence. Now the science is clear. The only real barrier holding you back is the belief that you can't make a significant change. We've shown you the protocol: high intensity, targeted focus, and consistent commitment. You don't need fancy gym equipment, just a sturdy chair, maybe a sock full of sand, and the decision to start today. Stop waiting for the perfect time or the safe time. The research subjects we discussed were not perfectly healthy. They were frail and facing multiple chronic issues. Yet their commitment to just 8 weeks of focused training delivered life-altering results. They earned their independence back. This isn't just about adding years to your life, it's about adding quality of life to your years. Imagine climbing stairs without pain, getting off the floor effortlessly, or simply walking further and faster with confidence. That's the real-world power of targeting those quads. So here is your challenge for the week. Choose your resistance option, 1, 2, or 3, and commit to 3 sessions of the seated knee extension. If you are serious about taking control of your mobility, don't keep this secret to yourself. If you found this video valuable, please hit like and subscribe to join our community dedicated to building a healthier and more active later life. Drop a comment below and tell us what you're using for resistance: DIY sock or ankle weights. We love hearing your success stories. See you in the next video.